Origin PC sent over a crate, a supply crate, if you will. Yeah, there we go. Video games are a lie. I mean, maybe I'm just not hitting it at the right angles or something. It should just be like flying apart and I should get like, I don't know, energy cells or ammo, med kit. How do I get this out now? Do I just tip it, I guess? This packaging though. Get out! Wow, that's a tight fit. This is the Chronos 2020, according to this. All right, let's dig deeper. Thank you for choosing Origin PC. Well, Origin PC, you chose us today. So, thank you. Get a nice mouse pad as usual. Ours is bigger. Oh yeah. So this is stuff out of the power supply and probably also the motherboard box. Yeah, Zotac gaming stuff in there. This is the main event. Time to get this thing out of the packaging. What is this? This is weird. It's got like, it's got underwear. It's like stretchy and stuff. That's cool. You ever wanted clothing for your PC? We should do PC clothing. So this is the Origin PC Chronos. Is there anything special, like what model number it is, or is it just Chronos?
It's just a customized system.
Okay, so the base model doesn't seem like it's that great a deal, but I don't think they expect you to buy the base model anyway. This is all about customization. So if you want to bump up the spec on one thing or another, then you can. The base price is just kind of, you know, the base of what you can get. I just hit the BIOS clear button. That's great. So I'm looking at this and I don't see a way in without taking screws out. So I'm gonna start taking screws out. Ah, there we go. That just pops right off like that. That is a dual 120mm rad, so 240 I think that is. And in order to get underneath that, I'm gonna have to take these screws out. That's interesting. This is a really compact little build. Oh, that power supply is tiny. That's a 750, what GPU is this?
3080 Ti.
What CPU is this? 12900K. Okay, so I don't know how much people watch LTT and Short Circuit, but the 12900K is a CPU that can draw up like 260 watts plus on its own, especially considering as a K-series SKU, it has no turbo limit. So it'll just keep going for as long as it needs to. The 3080 Ti, I think it'll do like 300-ish, 400 watts all day long, but it can spike a lot. Like instantaneous readings can go as high as like 700-ish plus watts. So I'm a little concerned about that, Jono.
You can change it out.
Right, you can change it out, and that is fully supported by the warranty, which I think is a year. They tell us though that it's gonna work just fine. Yeah, the overall build quality is pretty good. Like for something so tiny, considering the fact that, you know, this is a commercial product and not something that somebody has put together for themselves, it's pretty tight.
3080 Ti has a sustained max power of 350 watts.
350 watts sustained, yeah. That's about what I figured. So we're gonna have to hit it with some pretty heavy loads and see if Origin PC can be trusted, or if you're gonna have to find some other small form factor power supply. It's actually gonna be a bit of an issue to find a power supply that is powerful enough to like just do all of that while also fitting in here. Got a nice fan filter on the bottom here as well. Easy to remove and clean. These mesh panels, also going to be pretty easy to clean, and they will make it much easier for the system to breathe. It shouldn't be very loud. With that being said, I guess now is a good time to fire it up. Let's power it up. There we go. You know, I know people don't like the look of mesh as much as they do tempered glass, but I kind of do like the look of mesh. I missed the BIOS. I was gonna go in, see if I repped it. But since I did not get the CMOS settings are gone, I'm going to go ahead and assume that I did not, in fact, wreck the BIOS settings. Ooh, is this the default? So our idle temperatures, I mean, we haven't really been running for very long, but looks like 21 degrees, 24 degrees, somewhere around there. Apparently the minimum temperature at one point was 0 degrees, so that was a glitch. Oh, wait, no, a bunch of them are just dropping out and showing 0 degrees from time to time. Just gonna burn this thing and see what happens. What's your bet on what's gonna happen, Jono? Do you think this thing's just gonna shut down? Do you think it's gonna throttle?
I think it'll be just fine.
Think it'll be fine? You got confidence in Origin PC? GPU stress tests? Go. Prime 95.
Wait, you doing both?
Oh yeah. Okay, CPU package is at 90-ish degrees. Okay, 96, 97. Okay, it's not going any higher yet. All right, so we're at 338 watts for the GPU. And the CPU, we're drawing 280-ish watts. We went up to as high as 301. So it's currently thermal throttling. That's why it's at around 280 and not 300. You can hear those fans ramping up. They should have ramped up much sooner, but probably what's going on is it didn't do that in order to make it so you don't constantly hear like whenever you like hit it with a short load. There's a lot of red. Yep, the CPU has hit 100 degrees on several cores. Like, to be clear, we're still boosting on both the CPU and the GPU. Like, it's not like it's actually bad. A non-K SKU for the CPU would have throttled down to base clock at this point, which would have been around 3.7 gigahertz. We're still at 4.2, 4.3, whereas the maximum boost clock is 5. So we're kind of in the middle where we could be. So yeah, it would appear that that power supply is able to handle this, which is interesting. It's totally fine. I mean, okay, it doesn't sound very fine, does it? CPU is currently thermal throttling all over the place. Now, of course, the system is screaming right now. So let's stop the GPU load and see if that, see how much of that noise was the GPU. I doubt it was much. Oh yeah, the system itself is pretty hot too. Oh, especially the back panel, the rear side of the motherboard. That SSD is probably getting cooked back there. But the good thing about that, it's getting like pretty good passive convection, and also there's a little bit of airflow coming from this upper fan as well. So it's not bad. Also, a lot of that screaming was in fact the GPU. The CPU cooler is just a whoosh. If that were glass, well, considering I feel a lot of air coming through here on the intake, this is taking air in and it's getting exhausted out the top and the back. Yep, I think glass would probably be not advisable in this situation. You'd probably want to go with a lower end CPU. A Core i7 or a Core i5 might be perfectly fine in that case, but if you want a Core i9 like this, you'll probably want to get the mesh sides. Anyway, let's stop this Prime 95 and see what the gaming performance looks like. Okay, so I'm putting on Ultra Nightmare, gonna turn ray tracing on, because why not? All right, so sitting at the title screen, we've got about 120-ish FPS. Vertical sync is off, so that is as fast as it can go. Oh, it's getting kind of loud. Low ammo and I think low health? No, health's okay. It's a pretty good experience. Yeah, so we're dipping under 100 here, but only barely. In most cases, it looks like you're going to get about 120 FPS at 4K with everything maxed out in Doom Eternal. Now that's obviously not indicative of every game. Doom Eternal is basically the most optimized game I can think of. But with that being said, that's a lot of performance. It all just works. They didn't even send us this keyboard either. Like this pattern is gonna go around and now it's on the keyboard and now it's back into the system. That's the cool thing about iCUE. I do wish that there was something as robust as iCUE that supported like general RGB stuff, but like if you're in the Corsair ecosystem, honestly, I'm kind of surprised that this thing was able to handle as much wattage going through it as it did. Like, not only just from the fact that it's a 750 watt power supply in there, but also because it's such a small package for this much going on, and like it's not a like customized cooling setup like you'd get with like an extreme small form factor build. This is straight up just a compact ITX build. So the fact that the CPU like thermal throttled doesn't surprise me. The fact that it didn't thermal throttle a lot surprised me. I don't really think I have any major complaints. The warranty covers swapping out parts. Of course, the parts that you swap in won't be covered by Origin's warranty, but they'll be covered by the manufacturer's warranty then. And your warranty for the rest of the system is not voided. I don't know what else to say, Jono. It's a computer.
Is it a powerful computer?
It is a powerful computer. Very powerful for how compact it is. So this looks like something that might interest you, or something similar. You don't have to build this specific one. This was like $4,000. Check it out at the link below, and make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss more short circuits like this one, or not like this one. This was a sponsored short circuit, but we do many non-sponsored ones that are, I would say, as fun, if not more fun.